Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy and it's nighttime, so there's probably going to be all kinds of shadows because that's fun. I'll try. Here for another episode of Mixed Media Mashup with Penny. And if you ever want to join us live on Monday nights, it is on Facebook, Junk Journal with Penny. That's what it's called, right? I believe so. And so on Monday night, she does 12 regular prompts and 3 bonus prompts. And that's what we're going to do. She's putting gesso on her paper. I still need to be up a little bit. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to show my page without showing all the mess on my desk. But that just seems almost impossible. I know. This is why I come here. I come here just so that you can feel better about your mess. And if you don't understand how a person gets so messy doing their art, then you're just a different kind of artist than I am. I'm in the moment usually, and I'm just throwing stuff to the side, and I'm not very good at picking up after myself at the end of the day. Although I do feel better when I come back to a clean spot the next day. But, you know, it is what it is. So, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at 8 o'clock on Monday nights is when Penny does hers. And often I will, not about half the time, so I guess not often, I will follow along with her while I watch her. She's over here because it's a private group, so I can't show you all the chats going on. We chat and have a good time. And so yeah, if you find Penny's group, Junk Journal with Penny is what it's called, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm just gonna. So I hope you guys are all having a good day. I'm gonna pause for a second while she's drying her page. If you're not using watercolor paper like I am, it's a 140-pound watercolor paper, then you want to gesso most likely your page so you have something to start with. You prime it with gesso. If you don't have gesso, you can use some white acrylic paint or water it down a little bit or do nothing and just see what happens. And when you use inks and stuff, you want to try to use permanent inks like Archival or StazOn, because a lot of times there'll be a media further on that might be a wet media like decoupage or something like that, and all your inks will run if you're using chalk pigments or distress inks. So I'll be with you in a second. Number 1 prompt is add diamonds. And I'm going to do something that's not going to make much sense right now. But if I make, I'm looking for a sponge. If I do any distress inks or stains or anything, it'll make sense then. Oh, that one's a little better. I was like only finding like the biggest sponge. I don't know where the one I used the other day is. Of course I don't. Why would I know? Ugh, my gesso is gross. You don't want to see in there. Oh, I got a little bit thick. I probably would help if I held the stencil down. Oh shoot, I need to get a some sort of. See, you can't see them, but they're there. You may see them later. I really need to learn to have some water over here. Right? Oh my goodness. I don't know why I always want to go to the corner with my Harlequin. Do you guys have like things you do like that you're just like have these tendencies to do certain things? I must have a little pink in my gesso still. I don't want a perfect rectangle. I'm just kind of going randomly in there. So the hope is that if I have any distressing or stain, that will resist. I don't know that I have it thick enough though. And I learned that from Louise Heinzel. All right, add napkin or tissue is the next one. And so I just grabbed out my scraps of napkin here. Ooh, I've been wanting to use these. I want to use them on top. Oh, well, it's tissue paper. This comes in Your Craft Studio. They all come in with this cute paper, and I save it to use. But probably not. I wish I knew what my theme was going to be so far. No idea. No actual clue. Let's see. Well, I could just put some tissue just for color. Tissue paper. Or the butterflies. This is a good background one. And navy blue goes with everything. So, fingers crossed that they don't call out a bunch of weird colors. So, most of you know this, but there's usually 2 to 3 layers of a napkin. That includes the top layer, which is the decorative one. And, I can't find my tape right now. Let me see if this will work. So, you take a piece of tape and possibly post-it thingy, and it might work. And, oh my goodness, no, it's not sticky enough. Pull enough. There you go. So, you just pull it to get that layer off. And then you do it again. Nope, not. Yeah, it works better. There you go. And so that's 2 layers. And then the third one is the decorative one. This particular napkin I got at Tuesday morning. But I actually want to use this second layer, which is just not as dark. But I want my resist to show on my diamonds later, so I'm not going to cover the whole thing. I'm going to probably put a piece here. Alright, now you can tear it, or you can use, if you have one, which mine's way over on my craft cart, a water pen. Or you can just, you know, do your best to tear it. I'm just going to tear out a random piece here. Going to be some random bits, I guess. And I was going to grab my, I am going to grab my gel matte medium. You can use gel medium, which is just a glue. You could use even gesso, because gesso has glue in it. You could use a decoupage glue, Mod Podge. You could use like Elmer's glue with some water mixed in. Lots of things. Alright, got myself some cheap brushes, and I'm hoping to keep this one wet so that I can just use it for glue. Like I do my other, I do have a Tim Holtz collage one, but I like that this one's longer. Better. I like it better. Sorry, Timmy. I like having the short one. I always feel like my hands are gonna get like right in the glue, I guess. I don't know. I have weird thoughts, so it's hard to say. But I like this one. I've not tried the white one before, and I'm really liking it. And when you get it wet on top, that's when you get that see-through effect. And when I have it ripped like this, it's just going to kind of look like it's, you know, old wallpaper or something. Water. I have water right there. Right, they're trying to get Terry to do this with their camera. They're trying to get Penny to angle her camera like mine is right now, so that they can see her paper and the cards, because she uses like a deck of cards from the Dollar Tree, and they're all different colors, and they got the 4 suits and whatnot. I want to make a list of prompts. Hey, that's what you could do. Tell me all the ideas for prompts that you can think of. I mean, I get the ones from Penny, obviously, like add napkin, add stand. I don't know. Is there any that you haven't seen me do yet that I could like add? Because I'm thinking of doing. Who was doing a? Thinking of doing something where, like, instead of having to wait for Penny each week, I could just, do it on my own sometimes too. Just pick my own. You guys could pick your own, and we could all just have fun, just mixed mediaing together. So I've got my triangles and my napkin. Okay, the next prompt is doodle or draw. So I grabbed out some of my Sharpies. Don't know what I'm gonna doodle or draw. I know I always want to do it at the outside edge in case I don't like it, but I need to get brave with my doodling and drawing, don't I? I never know exactly what to do. But it's spring, so I'm kind of thinking, some leaves might be nice. Oh, you can't see me. This is where having it right in front of my face helps. I guess I'll just kind of come up in a few places around the edge. Well, it doesn't have to be in the edges, but if it's not on the edges, I don't know where I'm supposed to come off from. I want to try not to do it on the gesso though, because it definitely seems to be affecting the gesso area. And I picked this green because I think it's fairly close to cracked pistachio, so if I want to use that later, I can. Still not in screen. I'm having a hard time being in screen right now, aren't I? Oh, let's not make it poison ivy. Getting ready to move on to our next prompt. And Penny is showing her homemade designer paper. So it looks, it's similar to the Tim Holtz tissue paper. Or whoever else makes the paper. There's probably more than one person. So I'm just going to keep doodling until she moves on to the next prompt, I guess. Alright, I do like that better with more than one leaf. I need something in this corner though. Not a lot. So how's everybody doing? Whatever day you happen to be watching this. I hope that you're having a good day. I can definitely tell you that when we have the Monday night mashup, it gives me something to look forward to on Mondays, If I could stay in screen, that'd be awesome. Use whatever supply is to your immediate left. I have, I heard her starting to say that and I grabbed those markers because I was like, I just did markers. I don't want to do markers again. But I do have some options. That's my immediate left. So it'll take me, I might use this frame, might be fun. I might just take some of these fussy cut items. Where's my, I'm going to cut this frame out. Cut! Like my drop paper. Figure if I use some file folders for my drop paper, I can make tags out of them later maybe. Probably need to change my, well, I can do that if I don't cut right into them, yes. I don't think I actually cut into that. Okay. Oh, don't want to cut on that either. Okay. I'm going to have to be out of screen for cutting because that's where my cutting mat is. Oh, somebody else is leaving. I think we had like the most people we've had in the Monday night. We had 30 at one point. Usually it's around 25. We're down to 25 now. And then there were 25. Sorry that you can't see me cutting this. But I've got, yeah, my cutting mat is underneath everything. I've got all these layers on top of my cutting mat. Man, I wish it was to my right. I've got inks to my right. But no inks to my left. Ooh, I can use that too. I'm just going to keep adding stuff until she's done. Just gonna glue that on there. Gonna drop stuff while I pick up my glue, because that's fun. You still can't see me. My word. I'm just gluing a frame. It's not really that big of a deal. I wish my distress sprays had been immediately to my left. Why does that frame seem upside down? I mean, there is no direction to this frame, but for some reason, it seems upside down. And I think I'm going to add this, even though it has some green on it. And not the green I'm using. Although I could cut that off and just kind of have it coming off the inner off. I might just go on the edge somewhere. We'll see. Who knows? Of course, these were all printed on my printer, my inkjet printer, so if I do have to get them wet, I'll probably try to avoid getting them wet, actually. Okay, I wasn't going to put it there, and then I did. Anything else? Got this little piece of paper from the Mount Vernon brochure, because yesterday is when I made the 1 and 2 of the Marguerite Miller challenge. Oh, in the CW, I figured out what that means. Collage Weekly. I'm like, oh, I was like facepalm, you know. Just some facepalming going on. What else? Anything else? Ooh, this is a lot easier to cut out when it's ripped in half. Little window frame. That was part of my collage. Just for fun. Okay, she's gonna pick the next one. I'm just gonna put that on the edge there. Ooh, I might put it nearer the top where that green will kind of, you'll see. I'm gonna make it so it shows. Oh no, I'm not. Well, I am, but more than I realize is gonna get covered. But that's okay. Okay, so our next prompt. Oh my goodness. Penny, when you move your microphone, it's kind of loud, but that's okay. I know sometimes you got to do that, and sometimes mine does that too, so. No big deal. It's just that my headphones are in, and they're turned up really high. That's all. Just want to balance this over here with a little something. Add tape is next. I'm going to do my fun tape, which is kind of that I got for mixed media. Can't remember if I got it on Amazon. I think I got it on Amazon. It is, it did take a while to get here because it did come from China. But I got this and the ones that look like negatives and some graph. But this one's, well, I have a little bit of, we'll see. I'll figure it out. Just want some texture and some interest and all the things. My son's sugar. What? Oh, yeah, he's still going low. He ate something, though. He came up a little bit with his sugars. Let's see. Cassette tape. He started. Oh, that's funny. Oh, sometimes I do that when I'm watching. I'll like give suggestions because I get bored. Oh, these are the 3 that I got at the same time. It's this one and this one and this one because I watch Martha a lot. Oh my word. I'm stuck. I'm going to put a little piece of this on here because I do have some do you guys ever have a hard time like figuring out where you want to put stuff? So I still don't want to cover too much of the gesso. Maybe I'll just stick that up there. Because then that will balance with that tan. And so I'll stick that up there. And got some kind of tannish bits there and there. Probably need something down in this corner. I'll do a little bit of this tape down here. Once I can figure out, it just wants to come undone. I'm just gonna, there's just a little piece right there. I'm just gonna put that down in the corner over here. And you definitely have to tape this stuff. It's, it started coming off on the card I made yesterday. Of course, that was, you know, like a painted, whatever, a painted, not painted necessarily. It was, all right, I don't think I need my Band-Aid anymore. I have a Band-Aid, but I just got a paper cut earlier. Oh, nope, I gotta keep my Band-Aid on for a little bit because it's, I'd have to go clean it in the bathroom to take off my Band-Aid. Oh my goodness. All right, next prompt is bum-ba-da-dum, add doilies. And let's see. I love these. I got these at the thrift store this week, 99 cents. It made me happy because I see Tina, Shabby Dude, Dabby Dude, I use these all the time. And actually, if something came up to add circles, I could do that too. But I need some more color on here, so I might actually use it as a stencil today. So, oh, permanent. Oh, permanent. Maybe, what color do we want? It's not quite the right blue. Coffee. Oh, sorry, potting soil. They asked me, oh, this, that's what I want. That's the other color I was thinking of adding is with the green and blue, some teal. So this is Archival Garden Patina. Anything that says patina, I'm usually gonna like. It's blue. It's kind of a green blue. I need to. This one's green. I need to pick one out for a green blue because I have it more. Let's go away from the. Gonna see how this looks. And let's see, gonna give it a glow. when you go around the outside edge of the stencil or whatever. I think it's called a globe. Learned that from Lori Nichols. She's on YouTube. You should watch her. I learn a lot from her. You getting something else to eat, kiddo? Oh, I keep hitting you. That's the only problem with trying to do this at this angle is I don't have a lot of headspace for my paper or for me. Maybe a tiny bit down here. Whoops. And when I'm done, I'll have a pretty patina doily to use somewhere else. And it will be permanent ink, so, it'll all be good. Yeah, put that up there. Putting things away. I don't know, this feels weird. Alright, so there we are now. And the next prompt is add a border. So I've got my crackle stamp here. I got a couple other ones, but I think I'm going to use my crackle stamp with coffee. I have 2 coffees. I don't know why I have 2, but I do. All the coffee journals I was making, I'm like, surely I'm going to need... Of course, I only ever finish like 1 of the coffee journals. So, there's that. But, and you don't have to go around all the edges when you add a border. You could just, I could just do like a partial little bit of each edge if I wanted to. Like I could, pause and go ahead and add a border over there. And a little bit over here. But then I could skip there and go back up here if I wanted to. I don't know what I want to do. Just, adding some crackle around the border. Crackle's fun. Kind of want to go everywhere. I'll do a little bit over here. Boop. Okay, that should be good. So, oh my. Adding a crackle border. Because that's fun. Oh, also, since we're still on the border, she hasn't picked a new card yet. I may also distress around the edges. Oh my goodness, my glue was working 5 minutes ago. There we go. Alright, so I just need, let's use this one. It's not that much different from Vintage Photo. There we go. And add a border like this. Not sure exactly what I'll use this for. Could end up being tags. Could be a cover. Could just be like a signature cover in a book. I don't know. It's pretty thick. I know one time when I did it on this 140-pound watercolor paper, I ended up making a journal cover. It was a very thick single signature journal cover. So that counts as a border too. I could have just put that if I wanted to. All right, and the next prompt is stamp with a crumpled piece of paper. So I crumpled up my paper. And I'm using distress inks because I don't mind if this gets, watered down or whatever. And I'm going to use a little bit of Mermaid. I want my crumpled paper to be more complete. I think the brown paper would work best for this, don't you think? Or anything that's not paper would work better. Here's the problem. I think I might... It's just taking all the ink. It's just going to be not ruining my ink pad, but, using up all my ink on my ink pad. And he says it works better when it's a bigger piece of paper. Should have done the lighter color first. Let me see. Only because then I can... Is chocolate... Have you guys ever heard of chocolate gravy? They're mentioning... They're talking about chocolate gravy right now. Oh yeah, that is pretty close to that color. Awesome. Well, I'm trying to stamp with crumpled paper. I think I need crumpled something else that's not working for me. Hold on. Oops. Oh, we got chocolate everywhere. This won't absorb the ink as much, so I'm going to try this. It's paper and it's crumpled. I just wanted it to work. There's so much white on here. It's just, I wanted some other colors. Or the same colors, just spread out some more. While they're picking out the next prompt. Let's see, how will we do with the... Alright, add circles is next. I do have my doily that I could add circles that way. Or, I think I saw some clocks over here too. Or, oh, I think I know what I'm going to do. I think. Which will help me get some more color of some sort here. Speckled egg. Peacock feathers. I don't have any of that kind of stuff. Alright, circles. I'm going to find circles. Circles. It's a circle. Do, 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 do. It's a circle. Alright, I want to find some. Why is it when I'm looking for something like a circle, I just can't find it? Alright, I got my chipped sapphire here of my distress stains. I'm just going to spray a little bit on here. And hopefully add some circles and some more blue. So that makes me happy. Okay, got some more. I like to go off the page. Do you guys like to go off the page when you're doing like circles and stuff like that? Just kind of makes it look like it goes on, and I already had a circle. Just kind of makes it look like it goes on forever with the circles. Alright, well, I know how much this stains since it leaked yesterday, so I better clean this up right away. Oh my goodness, yeah, if you saw the blue on my fingers, let's see, there's still some blue on there. Here, there's still some blue here. It wasn't closed all the way. So, yay, I'm happy. I got more blue in there. Whew. Alright, what's next? Ow. I did clean it up, but now it stings. I just had a paper cut earlier. But I'll live. It's all gonna be okay. And the next prompt is, it's a wild card. Woo-hoo-hoo, it's a wild card. Alright, now I gotta figure out what I want to do for my wild card. I know. I love to smush in, let's see. But I might just smush like a neutral. Since I have all the other colors in there, then I might just go ahead and find my vintage photo and grab my, oh, let's do this acrylic block because then I won't get like a perfect square. So it's kind of dirty, but it's just gonna get more dirty right now. Water. I had water. I saw it before I blocked it. Spray a little bit of water on there. Oh, or I could have done the color burst too. That would have been fun. I don't know, how many things can you do in a wild? Alright, oh, let's try that there. And, oops, a little bit over here. I'm not worried if I get a little overspray from anything. All right, let's see if we can get our, just kind of swirling it, turning it, moving it around, and putting it on the lace, which I didn't mean to do. I'll glue that down in a minute. Actually might. Can I do that? Spray the wet paper towel and move it around like, yeah, maybe that's a little easier. Might spray a little bit of water. Oh, there goes the other distress spray. Which I'm okay with that. They might not look like circles in the end. Let's see, spray a little more water. I'm like, what'd I do with the spray I just had? Just gonna see what happens. Nice grody paper towel. Let's see. I still keep hitting you and hitting the cord and everything. Let me see. Let's get some drips going over here. Whoops. But not on the doily. The doily's already been overly affected, hasn't it? Sometimes you start thinking, oh, this could look really good, and then you add a bunch of vintage photo spray. And you're like, oh, maybe not so much now. It's okay. If we end this and it still doesn't look great, I will, you know, gesso it up. All right, I'm going to pause while I dry. So now you can see the resist from when I put the gesso on. It resists the stain, so it comes through. But unfortunately, so does the gel matte medium. You can see like here, but that's okay. Just, you know, gives it a rough look, which is fine. Same with our stained doily there. This stained doily. And this paper doesn't really absorb. So, add ribbon or trim is the next. Well, you know what? This is what's sitting in front of me, so it's probably going to be some of this. Will it fit right in here? So I might just put it right in that window frame. What is this called? Right in the middle of that frame. Let's try it. See what happens. See how it looks. We're just going to call this trim. This is a trim. It's lace, but it's technically a trim. Right? The other thing is, if we have to be all technical and use actual trim, I do have some tatting, which is a trim, and I do have ribbon, but we don't have to be all like that, do we? I'm just going to put that right there in my window. My frame. I don't know why I keep calling it a window. The window is up in that corner. I don't know why I kept avoiding the middle of this frame. I guess maybe I was avoiding the frame altogether too. So, oh good. I was like, oh no, did I just put it on upside down? I mean, you know, so that it was, I think I have it right side up. So, we have a little frame, and we have a little bit of something to showcase in the frame. We'll see what comes next. And the next prompt is, anybody know how many we've done? I don't even know. We've done quite a few, but I don't think we're quite to 12 yet. I don't know. The next prompt is So our final 12th prompt before the bonus prompts is add red. So I have some red here, and now people will be picking up some bonus. All right, let's hope this nope, it's not going to stay on there. I need to clean all my stamps. Hoping I can kind of like disguise the issues there with a stamp. I think I am going to cut these into tags, so I'm going to put this in another spot as well. It's just really white right here, so let's put one here. And one right. Can you see? But can you see? That's the question. I don't know how I feel about that. I think that washi tape, I'm going to have to gesso over it when I want to use it. Alright, I don't know which way is up. That way is up. Alright, so the bonus prompts will be coming up in just a second. Add sequins. Add glitter. Add fussy cut images. Right, I might add an image inside my frame, but I don't know. I don't know what to add. What should I add? We've got all these greens and blues and then pops of red. Pop, 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 pop. Oops. Seeing my little free thing here, what I have that I got for free this week when I looked for free books, a second in Charles. Oh, this is, let's see. Oh, I could have just stuck this somewhere. That has blue and it has pink, but it might not show with the red anyway, depending on how I cut it. So I might not have to worry about that. I've never seen these ones before. It's got a little airmail stuff. That's just a sliver of paper. Yeah, that from airmail. But I think I'm gonna stick that here, like there. I think I'm gonna put that there. So, and then I will, once I post my picture, I'll add a little bit of gesso here and there, or some picket fence distress stain, white splatters, black splatters, and cut them into tags. So next video I'll try to remember to show you how I made them. So thank you for joining me. I hopefully will put the prompts in the description so that if you want to do it yourself before you watch this, which doesn't help you now because you've already watched it. Have a delightful day, guys. I love you.